day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Takes this the other way to right. Bradley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next will be the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. In now, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here comes the first pitch.
The left fielder, Andrew.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Ready on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Rafael Devers in this one. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Frazier is there. 2 down. Here's J.D. Martinez. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 1 for 3. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
2-0 now. Cole's ready. 2-0 on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense. They better get it going.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder, forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know.
He can roll the ball. The left fielder.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Frazier, just 24 years of age. He's in his third season as a major league player. 1-1 the count to Clint Frazier. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Line toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Rafael.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Frazier going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting fifth.
Now at the plate, Michael Chavis. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, here it comes. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they go. Set to get his day started, Brett Gardner, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2 now. Outside.
No, that
3-0
that's the ball.
now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Well, fastball count there yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Kyle Higashioka.
0-1.
No ball. Strike. On he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Verdugo, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
And it's 1-1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking.
Hit high and deep out to left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Now batting.
That's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold them in this single.
Bradley is there, 1 away. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. The second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Now the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
Plawecki, a former New York Met. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-2.
Skied into straightaway right. Stanton on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting it, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
2-2.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
Batting up,
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
One ball,
Nowhere
no strike.
close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
This guy is on absolute fire right now. Average has crept over 280 and trending north. Watch out for this guy his next couple ABs.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Full sets. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave one. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Aaron.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. Peraza backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's a foul ball.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Giancarlo Stanton sent packing for the second out of the inning. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Stepping into the box, Jose Peraza comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and a strike to count. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time is in there. A called strike 3. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Cole gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Got a full count.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Another full count pitch on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Devers is off of first with 2 away. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking. Strike 3. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Frazier.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
So striding in, Brett Gardner. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, one man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Chavis moving to his right, and that's the second out. So bases are empty here with two gone, and up to bat next it'll be the catcher Kyle Higashioka. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
1-1.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Right
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count. Something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller. It's strike one. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
At the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And strike three called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number one. Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2. Chavis, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So a runner at first with two away, and in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. First pitch coming, here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. A runner on first with two away. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And this one's in the dirt. No movement on base. It's ball one. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
2-0.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Frazier has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. In the air out toward right field. Bradley is there, and he'll bring this one in. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
1 out, nobody on. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Torres is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. Devers fields it cleanly. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Urshela on second. Torres is over at first with 1 away. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back to back.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. And here's Jose Peraza. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Played on the backhand. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Gardner is under this one, and that's out number 2. Next will be the
baseman, Rafael Devers.
Cole into the windup. Here's the delivery. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Colin McHugh is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31, Colin.
Digging in once again, Luke Voigt. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Fly ball out toward left center field. Benintendi arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now
one gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier.
That's the ball.
Off the plate and away there.
One ball,
no strikes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now back, second baseman.
Digging in now, Michael Chavis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in score. Brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now batting, Kevin Plawecki. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Now riding into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Voigt trying to get there, and that's going to land foul. Full sets. Here it is on 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Torres scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave one. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, Kyle Higashioka. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kyle Higashioka goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Gio Urshela. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5s.
Takes this the other way to right. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. So stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to center field. There to take it is Gardner, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 3.
Standing in, Jose Peraza. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ball 1.
That's in, ball.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Down the left field line and deep. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count.
Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned one.
Heath Hembry, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 37, Heath Hembry.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for a strike. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 5. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Clint Frazier. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the gloves down the line. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Brett Gardner comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Lifetime versus this arm comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. He's taken him deep once.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Now back.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. The 1-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Benintendi facing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curve.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that Jonathan Holder, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
2-0 now. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 3-1 to Martinez.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air out to center field. Gardner is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. Popped up. Urshela over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The setter.
Coming to the plate. 5-0 the final score today.